and you are giving us alternatives if we don't want to bring out the iron and ironing board, or I don't even have one anymore.
I know, right? And they're such a pain to set up, and then you got to wait for the iron to heat up. And the trick is, as soon as you wash it, you take a few minutes. So if it's a delicate and you're not going to dry it, take it out of the washer, lay it out on a bed, and just push out those creases with your hands. Yeah. You're going to smooth it out, and then you can lay it here. Like, I'll do the wash at night. In the morning, I get up in the morning and do this and lay it on the bed all day, let it dry, and then hang it up. Or if it's out of the dryer, so I have our next door neighbor growing up, Debbie Romney. She was so awesome. She had 3 boys in 2 years. That's a lot of t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
So every time she would do the wash, t-shirts in the wash, she'd take them out of the dryer. She'd take one, lay it out on the bed or the kitchen counter. The next one, lay it over the top. So all of a sudden, you've got the weight of one on
she's
top
just
of
stacking
the other.
Them. When they're wet?
This would be when they're dry.
Oh, when they're dry.
Yeah,
okay.
out of the dryer.
Okay.
So these are, like your kids' t-shirts. And you just, after you get them out of the dryer, you spend a few minutes so that you don't have to spend hours.
And it saves you so much time.
Later. Right.
So do you put things in the dryer and dry them all the way, like your favorite t-shirts? Or do you dry them till they're damp?
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's what I do too. And then I lay them out.
The less that you have to wash and dry your clothes, the longer they're going to last. So a lot of my things, I don't even dry at all. I'll just lay them out on the bed, or I will grab a spring rod, and hang it in my shower. And put the spring rod in the shower, and that's what I do with all my workout clothes. I'll just throw them over that spring rod, close the shower curtain, and they can dry.
And you turn the shower on, you let them get all full of moisture.
Well, that's no shower. That's after I wash them. I hang them in the spring rod in the shower.
Have you heard that though? If you do have something wrinkled, you're supposed to just turn it on, let the steam.
I've done that. It takes longer than you think it does in the shower. What's this contraption?
Yeah. Okay, so if you don't have a bed or you're limited on space, this is a great way to put those clothes, lay them out. It's great for sweaters, other things. The air circulates. They can dry a little bit faster. You can stack 4 in here. I mean, you could get a couple and stack them up as high as you wanted to, right? This was just on Amazon for $30.
That's easy. That's easy. I need that too. So I wore linen today, which may have been perfect because I look wrinkled, and I've had this on like 2 hours.
It looks great, but I mean, look at how bad it can look.
I feel like the minute you sit down in linen,
especially on that crease, that sit line, it can look terrible.
What do we do?
I bought pants this year. These are black. I bought tan, and you could just see the wrinkles going all down my pants.
Well, first of all, when you're shopping, if you know you're never going to want to take care of clothes that you have to iron, don't buy them. So how do you know if they're going to wrinkle? You just take the fabric in your hand and you go like this, right?
And
you wad it up in a ball, and then, look at how wrinkled that is. It might be hard to see on the black, but it's
I can see it.
It's super wrinkled, so you know that's going to wrinkle when I wear it. And honestly, it tends to wear better on shirts than pants. We seem to be a little more comfortable if there's a few wrinkles in the sleeves versus pants if they're wrinkled here.
I battle it with linen because I love it so much. It's such a cool fabric, but it does look wrinkled all the time. Totally. What other fabrics do you like?
So other fabrics that you don't have to iron that are intentionally wrinkled are crinkle cloth. Seersucker is another example of that, but I love this one. It's great for traveling. You literally can throw it in your suitcase and you don't have to worry about ironing.
Yeah, no one knows if it's wrinkled. I love how you're laying everything out though, because right now I'm in a stage of life where things are so busy. Kids are going through all the t-shirts and the shorts, like you said. You put them on a drying rack and then they have the crease. So I feel like most of the time my boys are getting sent to school with a big crease across the t-shirt.
Yeah.
So that takes care of that problem too.
Yeah. And again, you just take it out of the dryer, you do this, and then you go get your snacks or whatever else you need to do for the kids, and later go hang them up. If you hang them, they don't wrinkle as easy.
So true.
And people tend to wear the things that they see in their closet. So if it's stuffed away in a drawer and all wadded up, they're probably not going to wear it as often.
Do you use a steamer?
I have, and it kind of
That's what I use more than the iron.
What it is.
I don't know if it's faster or not.
I don't either.
Right.
No.
And sometimes I feel like, I'm more used to the iron. I'm just going to get the iron out if I really have to, if this method doesn't work.
Have you tried any of the other hacks, like putting an ice cube into the dryer or like a wet washcloth? I haven't tried it, so I just wondered. I don't know. We can
the smoothing technique is your go-to.
Yeah,
If you need style tips, stylebydani.com is where you can find her. She's also on social media, so go give her a follow. Thank you so much for being here.